Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles love prediction. Today we're going to ask our spirit guides for the next 7 days. What is going on around you? What is the loving energy? Who is coming towards you? What is the person like? Any personality traits? I do have some charms and initials. We'll be using those. Lots of cards, lots of evidence. This is for any sign, and if you do have somebody on your mind, they can be any sign as well. It will have no X's and no past. We are moving forward in this reading. We are hopeful for new love coming towards us. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love or to confirm a love. So let's get started. Let's call in our angels and our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody if this is your first time on my channel. So grateful that you're here. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages for my singles. What do you want my singles to know today? Next 7 days? What's ahead of them? What is coming their way? Messages meant to find them today. I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. I like that. I like this feeling of this love can call at any time. I like this feeling always of today's the day, or you woke up this morning and you thought your day is going to go one way, and by the end of the day, your day took a totally different turn. So that's always exciting. Be prepared to receive. So I'm definitely ready for that. I have a magical gate opening. I have, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back, without looking back. So I've got the key. They're saying this is the key to your future. Okay. That this person and you will, open that door together. This is a sense of walking through something. It's definitely, it's all the metaphors. It's a new door opening. It's opportunity. It's ready to start something new. So that is a magical gateway. Thank you, Spirit. I want a magical gateway. I don't know about you guys, but I want a magical gateway in my life. And I have life energy, arms wide open, being ready to receive. A happy fairy. There you go. A happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that need to be healed. So your life force, your life energy, and we say that all the time, that you are the attractor, that you are like a magnet, you're the light that the moths are drawn to. So you are going to attract this person, your life force, so your life energy. How gorgeous. So they're going to see that in you. They're going to be attracted to that. And then this feeling of the key. This is the key to your future. Beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. I have an Empress. Yeah, you are attracting this love. I have a Page of Cups. I have a Devil. I have a Magician. The Devil comes into me in a lot of different ways. And believe it or not, it came into me more as like playful flirting. It was kind of that teasing energy, that bantering energy, that kind of foreplay, so to speak. There's nothing happening here. There's nobody to harm you, Spirit saying. It's the devil in me, like, what have you done to me? And I'm thinking kind of dirty thoughts. I want to be with you. So that's okay. It felt playful. It felt innocent. It was just flirting. I love this feeling of the qualities coming into me, that this person is not only seeing you as an Empress and this light source, but they're seeing all these gorgeous qualities in you. They're seeing it's not any one thing. I love you for so many reasons is how it just came into me. So you've got somebody who sees the value. They see you for all that you have to give. It's not any one thing, like you're good looking, you're eye candy. It's you're smart, you're funny, you're sensitive, you're caring, compassionate, honest, brilliant. It could be a million things that they're in love with you, and that magician is just kind of keeps pushing it out into the world and saying, yeah, look at me, I'm capable of doing a lot, and you would be lucky, kind of like, don't you want me? Yeah, of course you want me. Who doesn't? So it's a little bit of that devil that, a lot of people could be tempted by you because you're just a whole package, or you just have so much to offer to so many people. But I have a hangman and a death. I'm going to say after a period of time of closure, I'm just going to use the word closure, that, for lack of better terms, after an ending comes the new beginning. But it feels like closure. I have definitely had closure. Some people are still struggling with that. But in this case, I do feel like when I am flirting, I just feel confident. Okay, I feel confident about my body. I feel confident about my self-esteem. I feel confident about my values and my morals. This person is going to flirt, but they're not going to sleep with somebody on the first date. Okay, there's a difference. So, it's a little bit of a catch me if you can. Okay, flirting energy. So I would say that is kind of going on behind the scenes. I do feel like there's this beautiful banter, beautiful back and forth, very playful. So you're two adults having fun. Let's put it that way. I have a 5 of cups. And I have a 10 of pentacles. You want to be with somebody because you want to be with somebody. You do not need that. 10 of Pentacles is telling me that you do not need to be with somebody, okay? It took you a long time to heal. It took you a long time for some closure, okay? And they are saying you're very optimistic about your own future. So it has nothing to do with I'm afraid or I'm not ready. I'm not feeling that today. I'm feeling that you want to be with somebody for all the right reasons. And you don't need to have somebody. You would like to have somebody. I have a Temperance. I always feel that I'm not going to allow somebody into my energy unless it's peaceful, right? I'm not going to allow crazy into my life. It took you too long to get to where you are today. And you could be living a beautiful life. You could be living a very peaceful, I like my life. I like my house. I like my routine. I like my job. So you could be very content with all of the things that are going on around you right now. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know about this connection for my singles today? What is coming their way? What do we have? I have hopes and desires. I love that. People struggle with this feeling of expectations. And I do feel like we have a certain level of expectation from another person. I mean, there's a baseline is what they're showing me. There's a baseline of trust and baseline of respect. There's things that are required, right? Expectation isn't entitlement, okay? This is what, if I give, I would expect in return, okay? If I call you within a reasonable amount of time, I would expect that you would want to reach back out to me and answer my call, right? Or respond to me. So there's this part of me that says, I want to be careful that I'm defining expectations versus entitlements. I don't want somebody who feels that they're entitled to you and your time and your energy because they say jump, and vice versa. So we want to be careful with that. There's a lot of people out there that feel like they are owed something in a relationship or entitled to something. You know, we're all here to share as opposed to give, and give and take. So we want to be careful with some of those energies. I have cleansing. I'm a better person today. I've been working on myself. I've cleaned up my act. You could be healthier today than you've ever been. You know, you could be like, you know what? I'm lucky to be alive based on what I did when I was in college, you know, or teenager. But you could be really healthy today, and you could be, you know, I'm proud of that. You know, I eat clean, I exercise, I don't do drugs. You know, I mean, you could be in great shape, and you're bringing that to this connection. So you want to be with somebody who's your equal in that respect, right? You want to be with somebody who takes care of their temple. Their body is a temple. They treat it right as well. That's important. And I have answers. Oh, I love the crystal globe here, you know, this kind of magnetic energy of, I want to see things clearly, and I want to know what is going on around this connection. So I'm really excited about that. So I want to see this relationship. I want to see it clearly. I do. I want to see into my future. I think everybody wants to see into their future. I think everybody, and I think to a certain degree, spirit gives you a glimpse. Okay, so even in this reading, you know, there could be moving parts and pieces that are a glimpse to some of the energy that's coming. And that's always nice, a little bit of a glimpse of what the kind of life that you could have or will have coming your way. I have a ghost, right? I mean, a little expectation is, I'm not interested in the person who's a runner. I'm not, this is so prevalent today that it's unbelievable. This is, it's, you know, it's technology. It's easier to say, I don't want to be with somebody on a text message, like it's done, goodbye, you know, and block them. Then years ago, you'd actually have to do it in person. You know, you have to have the courage to look at somebody and say, I don't want to be with you anymore. You know, I don't want to do this anymore. So you want to be with somebody who isn't this mentality, you know, this pretty low volume, but low vibration energy. So you want to be with somebody who, it's just not their MO, you know, this is pretty low blow with that stuff. Not set in stone, having variables, spiraling. I would say more in the beginning that I could feel that way. I could feel like I'm not standing firmly on the ground. I could feel that you make me dizzy energy. I could feel like it's a whirlwind. Okay, so this feeling of, but I'm not feeling in a bad way. I'm feeling in a whirlwind. You know, like a whirlwind of loving energy, a whirlwind of love. And my head is kind of spinning. That's okay. I have an energy vampire. There's the low vibration. So, you know, how do we identify this type of person? You identify this person, I don't want to say pretty easily, but it's the person who tells you they've never really had a long-term relationship, or their longest relationship has been 4 months. You know, it's the person who is very inconsistent right from the beginning. You know, it's always around their schedule, their time, what works for them. You know, it's the person who's putting themselves first all the time. So this person, or even the victim mentality, they're saying with this vampire energy, where it's always somebody else's fault that a relationship ended. So listen to how relationships ended. If it's always, you know, my ex was this, my ex was that, guess what? You know, they're not taking any ownership to their part in a relationship. I have secrets, hidden intentions. I actually feel pretty good with this because there's a little part of me that, with that devil card earlier, that I kind of felt that if you only knew what I was thinking, like in this kind of very sensual way, like I'm fantasizing about you. Is that a secret, or is that just thoughts and feelings I'm keeping to myself for now? But there is a little bit of, I have my own crystal ball and I'm going to, I kind of have seen a glimpse as to where this could go. It could be the flirting. It could be, it could be just the feelings are more, I'm just going to go with secret feelings. Okay. Let's go with that, like fantasy. All right. I'm fantasizing about you. I'm daydreaming about you. I'm wondering if you're feeling the same way. So, all good, all fun stuff. Pride, showing off, arrogant. That can go both ways for me. It can be attached to this vampire energy, first of all, like somebody with a very high ego that's putting themselves first. They always want to be the center of attention. They are always, I'm going to talk about myself and I don't even let you talk, right? So we don't want that energy. But at the same time, it could be somebody that has high self-esteem. And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's something to be said for the person who walks into a room and can hold their own. They have charisma, they have charm, and they are just very high, very confident. I'm going to say it that way. Spirit, what sign could this person be? What sign do you have for us? I have an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. They could be an Aquarius. I have a Pisces. I have a Gemini. I have a Cancer. And I have a Leo. Okay. And I know my charms have some additional signs, so we'll keep our eyes open for those in a few minutes. Let's see what else I want to share with you. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to hear today? Let's see. Next 7 days. I have a Death card. A Hanged Man. Didn't we have that already? Okay. I have a Justice card. And I have a Chariot. Yeah, I want to move on with my life is definitely the feeling. This Justice card even came into me as somebody who isn't against a commitment. Now, whether they're going to jump into a commitment, I don't know just yet, but they're not afraid of it. I'm going to say it that way. So that feels good. They want to move on with their life. And I felt like you wanted to move on with your life. So we're both in a good place as far as the next stage or the new cycle. We have no strings attached to anything else. Spirit's saying there's nothing holding us back from this connection. And then they had said earlier that, this connection is the key to your future, so we know that this could be that future path. So how gorgeous. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Five of Cups, and I have a Knight of Cups. I did feel that I'm moving slowly, okay? I did feel that nothing's holding me back, but there's also no reason to, kind of go crazy here either. So this could be somebody who says, I really, really like you. I really do love spending time with you. And they're saying enjoying it, enjoying the moments that we have together. It's a little bit of, I love to spend like long dinner dates with you, where we can sit and we have appetizers and drinks and dinner and we talk and, just this kind of, I don't want to say stretching it out, but it was a feeling of why rush it? Okay, there's no reason to rush. So this person is very good at staying in the moment, enjoying the moment. Doesn't mean they won't talk about a future, doesn't mean they wouldn't commit to a future. But I think you should enjoy, this is the enjoy the ride person. Okay. This is like, let's just sit back and really enjoy each other for now. And whatever's meant to be, wherever we end up is okay. So I really like that, because that tells me it's somebody who's very mature emotionally. And I guess they want to just feel it, you know. Sometimes it's just nice to feel that you're falling in love. Let's get some initials. I've got this big, beautiful bowl I've got letters, and I've got my tarot dice, and I have some tarot charms. And I should say tarot tiles. So I'm just going to give these like a little stir as best I can without making a mess. And I'm going to go over here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to take another dice, and I'm going to get another pinch. How's that? So we got lots of fun stuff. All right. I'm going to go with the die first. Okay, so I have a strength card. Okay, so courage and strength, and kind of the starting over. I do have a Fool, so I will definitely say it's a new beginning. I am excited about this connection. For some reason, I feel like I need to count. They're asking me to count these diamonds. So I have like part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number 6, we're in June. Okay, maybe that's what they're trying to say to me. So I will take June. And then I have a 4 Wands. And again, I feel like I'm very open to a future. I'm very open to a commitment. You're both available emotionally, and this person is steady emotionally. So we're eliminating that person who could potentially be that ghoster. We've eliminated that person who's that vampire energy. We would rather be alone than have those energies in our lives. So we would. I like the moon. I have strength again. Okay, so we've got strength, a hermit, and we've got this. They said to me with the moon, they said, let me be your guiding light. Okay, so okay. I mean, not that you need anybody to guide you and tell you what to do, but isn't it nice at times when you don't have to think? You know, the person who says, I'll take care of dinner plans, I'll make us reservations, and I will plan the date. Okay. You know, let me be your guiding light. I love that. I have a W, I have an O, I have an I, the letter Z, first initial, last initial. I have a U, I have another W, I have an M, I have a Z, another Z, I have an L, I have an I with the letter R, I have a C, U, I have an E, a U, a Q, another E, and I have an A. Okay. So for some of you, that could be connecting. You could have somebody in mind, or they are your initials today. Okay. So those are our beautiful charm, our dice, and our tile. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is important to know? Where are we headed in this connection? Anything that you want us to think about, to feel? Let's see. I've had a heart broken. I've had my heart ache. I think you could say that about anybody. But it could be that, like I said, you've had some closure. It could be it was broken recently. You know, it's a little bit more current than you would have liked. So, but it's definitely more of we talk about it. You know, we talk about why and what happened and all of those things so that we can get to know each other better. I have a surprise. I love it. An event that occurs suddenly and unexpectedly. There's a little bit about this person. I don't know if they're a hopeless romantic as much as I'm going to say every once in a while they do surprise you. I'll commit to that. Okay. Is it constant love bombing? Probably not. But is it every once in a while they really go out of their way to do something really kind and sweet? And to you, you're not expecting it because that's not their normal kind of thing. So when they do it, it's really nice. You know, it would be the person who plans a surprise birthday for you. It's not something they've ever done before for anybody else. Maybe it's a big birthday. They want it to be special for you. So, you know, and you weren't expecting them to do something like that. You know, like it's something that they go out of their way and you're like, wow, that's way, way out of their comfort zone. It's way out of their day-to-day interaction with you. So I would say to look forward to unexpected surprises as we go along. I would say it that way. And it's always nice to have somebody, you know, do something kind of above and beyond. Doesn't have to be on a special occasion. Spirit just said it could be, you know, they saw something and they thought about you and they thought that you would love it. So they just buy you something. Doesn't even have to be any kind of birthday or holiday or anything. It's just because any obstacles, a situation that makes it difficult. The gates are closed. Now we started with this feeling of, what was it? It was a magical gateway. So the gateway was opening in the beginning of this reading. So I'm going to say whatever obstacle is facing us today, I'm not really afraid of it. I feel like I just have to push through that gate and open it and walk through. I don't see a big lock on it. I don't see guards on the other side. I don't see a big scary dog. So it's things that happen for two people to be together, or challenges. We can do it. We'll do it. I have a mask hiding a person's emotions. I need to know you're true. This feels like it's connected to this broken heart. You know, like I thought that I knew my person. I thought that I understood what relationship we had. And at the end of the day, there was so much going on behind the scenes that I didn't know. So this could be something that concerns you, that I've got to be with somebody that what they say and what they do, you know, are real. And that's something that maybe it's just an experience I've been through. And I have a mystery. So something mysterious. And again, there's that beautiful key. There's that beautiful key to my future. You're the key to my future. You know, they're already thinking ahead. They're already thinking, what's the next chapter in my life with that book? So that feels wonderful. All right, let's get some charms. Let's see what we have. We have this beautiful bowl of charms, and let's get a pinch. I'll just grab some. Give it a good stir. I like to go to the bottom and see if I can get some things that I haven't seen for a little while. Kind of sunk down to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Let's see what they want us to know. Let's see if there's any letters. Okay, there are some letters. So I have a letter R. I have an M. We had an M earlier too. I have an S. I have an F. Okay. This feels like a night out. This feels like I don't know about the hat, but maybe some of you like to wear hats. But it feels like I'm getting dressed up. It feels like a date. Okay, let's just say dress up. All right. Like I got like literally dressed up. Here's the lipstick for, you know, for those of you that like to wear makeup and get dressed up. You know, cute little sundress. Part of me feels like, you know, warm weather. Maybe I'm wearing a hat to protect my head. Maybe it's you know, it's sunny. We're going to be walking around. I've got beautiful lipstick. I've got makeup. You know, I don't know. I'm just all dolled up. It feels like it's really fun. It feels like I love getting dressed up and going out. This person likes to spend time on those things. So it would be somebody who plans dates, plans activities to do. And you would have to say, well, what do I wear? And they would say, just, you know, put it on a nice dress or something, you know, like not super, super dressy, but, you know, not casual either, you know, so they may surprise you that way. You know, you don't know where you're going out to eat. You don't know if they have tickets to a show or if you're going to see like live entertainment somewhere. So there's a little bit of that element with this person as well. I have a June. There's my June. I have an August. So I am gonna say over the summer, going with these flowers blooming. I have my garden is growing. I've got somebody who likes to plant flowers. I like my yard. I like my planters. I've been putting in my flower things recently. So somebody who possibly has a yard and gardening, definitely. I have this beautiful little cat. It has 3 stars. So I'm going to commit to somebody who might have multiple cats, even 3 cats. It's got 3 little stars. So maybe between the 2 of you, you have 3 cats, or one person has 3 cats and the other person says you have 3 cats. I have 3 cats. So, but multiple cats. I'm going to say multiple cats. That's nice. Or even multiple animals. And then I do have a cross and a heart. So we could share the same belief system. We could be very spiritual. Okay. So one of us is a certain religion, a Christian, and maybe that's a very important aspect of your life or their life. Okay. So those are our charms. Those feel really, really good. They were pretty. I like the dress up. That's always fun. Like, like I want to go out and have a good time. Spirit, do you have, let's see, do you have when? Do you have when? We had next 7 days, so we are manifesting this. If this is in your life, it could be that maybe we are going to go on a very nice date and they're going to surprise you, with a nice date over the next 7 days. That would be exciting. Spirit, please share with me when. What is it that you have for us? I have by the end of the year, we could know that we're going to stay with this person. So is it happening? The number 38 could be an age. Is it happening in 2026? That's a good question, right? To know. I want to know, is it happening this year? 9 months from now, we could definitely still be together. I love that. I also feel like it could happen anywhere between now and 9 months. There's a part of me like this is starting to turn fall to me. It feels like September energy, 9 September. I have the number 6. There's my June. It's the right time to take action, to move forward with something, to move forward with someone. A little bit of a whirlwind of love we had in the beginning, a little bit of you took my breath away, something like that. I would say in the beginning, I had that earlier. Going too fast, slow down, take your time. I do feel like we talk about this because I feel like we could both go very fast. And I feel like we both don't want to screw it up. It's kind of like there's no reason to go super fast. We don't have to jump into something. We don't have to be living together in 3 months from now. It's a sense of we're, grown-ups. Maybe that 56 is an age. But there's a sense of let's just enjoy the ride is really how I feel. Doesn't mean that they won't commit. Doesn't mean they don't want to be in this, but they really want to just kind of breathe it in and enjoy what's right in front of them, because they're saying they've lived a long life already. Doesn't mean they're old. Just means that they've had other experiences, and they know that this early stage is the best part, that these are the honeymoon. This is the honeymoon energy, and they want to breathe it in, and they want to enjoy it. And they just, it's a, how do I, what's that song? Let's fall in love. Okay. That's how it feels. Like, let's take our time and let's fall in love. Okay. That's how it's coming into me today. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you, everybody, for your kind words and your comments. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com, and I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll see you all again real soon.